Hello everyone, I'm Mohit from Mining Department second semester, and today all of us are present here to talk about an understated topic, that is navigating law as a man, which talks about the recent unfortunate cases and typical stereotypes against men. And this is our group.
My name is Aditya Nil Singh and I am from Mining Engineering at NIT Raipur second semester.
Myself Mayank Parteti from Mining Branch second semester and NIT Raipur.
Myself Mayank Singh Devakar from Mining Engineering second semester.
Myself Lokesh Lawson from Mining Engineering second semester at NIT Raipur.
Let's all of us dive into the deep topic of navigating law as a man.
In this evolving era of modern India, whenever we talk about gender rights, it is predominantly focused on women empowerment. And in India, it is also the right thing to do so considering the sufferings and injustice women have faced through centuries. But there is also a parallel reality that often goes unnoticed. It's the growing concern for injustice against men. Although many laws have been made to protect women, but some of these are continuously being misused, which lead to severe consequences to these innocent men. Men in India are reportedly being victims of false allegations, social stigma, and legal bias. Many laws, particularly which are related to domestic violence, sexual harassment, rape allegations, and even dowry harassment in IPC section 498A, are often criticized for lacking safeguard against misuse and exploitation. In many severe cases, men lost their livelihoods. They also face victims to social isolation, and in some even severe cases, it lead to death by suicide due to the burden of this false allegation. But let's make it clear here. Here we are not going to undermine the rights of women. Rather, we will strive for a more balanced system where justice will prevail for all. In this video, we are going to explore the real life examples, case studies, legal loopholes, and we will also propose the necessary reforms and policies required to maintain the equity in the legal system. So let us together examine the darker side of our justice system, which may unintentionally turn a blind eye towards the sufferings of these innocent men.
One of the most tragic and telling examples is the case of Atul Subhash, a 34-year-old software engineer from Bangalore. In late 2024, Atul died by suicide after leaving behind a detailed note and video accusing his wife and in-laws of filing false domestic violence and dowry cases against him. His story brought to light the harsh reality of men trapped in legal battles based on fabricated claims. His case was not isolated, it's part of a larger pattern. According to NRBC, over 70,000 under Section 498A were registered in 2022 alone, and about 80% ended in acquittals or withdrawal, pointing to possible misuse. Similarly, false accusations of rape or sexual assault have also seen a rise. In 2023, the Allahabad High Court raised concerns about the increasing number of rape cases being filed after consensual relationships ended, calling the trend deeply concerning. In another example, a Delhi court took strict action against a woman who falsely accused a man of rape, leading to his wrongful imprisonment. The judge emphasized that men have equal rights under the constitution and should not be victims of vindictive misuse of protective laws. These examples highlighted the need for a serious societal and legal introspection. While women deserve protection, justice must be a two-way street. Otherwise, it becomes an oppression under a different name.
One of the major issues lies in the unbalanced legal provision. Laws like Section 498A IPC, the Protection of Women from a Domestic Violence Act, and the Sexual Harassment Law are non-bailable and cognizable, meaning a man can be arrested without a pre-investigation. While these laws were created with a noble intentions, they can be and have been used as a tools for revenge or leverage in a personal disputes, especially in a marital breakdowns. Another problem is the lack of consequences of a filing false cases. While filing a false FIR is a technically punishable offense under IPC section 182, it is rarely enforced. The burden of proof is entirely on the accused, and accused men are facing long legal battles and that damage or ruining his reputation, career, and mental health. Men are left socially unsupported. The presumption of guilt in a certain gender based laws goes against the basic principle of innocent until proven guilty. People often accept man to be a stronger and not so emotions. If a man talk about being a hurt, especially by someone close to him or her, others might laugh at him or not believe him. This makes it a really worst condition for a man for asking the help. Even the police and the other support services sometimes don't take him seriously, which make the problem worse. This systematic bias needs urgent correction, not for justice but to uphold the credibility and fairness of our legal institution.
Well, to curb the growing instances of injustice against men, India needs balanced reforms and gender neutral laws that protect all individuals equally, regardless of gender. Well, here are some key proposals, which first of all is gender neutral legislation. That is, laws dealing with domestic violence, sexual harassment, and abuse should be applicable to both men and women. Countries like Canada and United Kingdom have gender neutral laws, which India must follow suit. The second point is penalties for false allegations. That is, there must be strict implementations of punishments for filing false cases. Courts should have the authority to fast track perjury charges if a case is found to be baseless or malicious. The third point is preliminary investigation before arrest. That is, immediate arrest based on one-sided complaints must be avoided. Law enforcement should conduct a neutral investigation before taking action. The fourth point is men's helpline and support services. That is, just like Women's Commission, India needs Men's Commission or Gender Neutral Commission, which is dedicated helplines, counseling services, and legal aid should be made available for men facing harassment or mental trauma. The final point is judicial sensitization. That is, judges and police officers should undergo training to understand both sides of gender based violence. This would help curb subconscious biases and ensure more balanced verdicts. In conclusion, these steps can prevent abuse of power and ensure laws serve their real purpose, protecting the innocent and punishing the guilty regardless of gender.
Let's revisit the case study of Atul Subhash. A talented software engineer, Atul's life was derailed by prolonged legal battles rooted in allegedly false accusations. He tried to speak up, reached out to support groups, and documented his ordeal. Yet nothing could protect him from the trauma. A trauma so deep it ended in his life. He was arrested without any proper investigation. His job was affected and his parents were pulled into case and society started looking at him like a criminal. Later on, he was found innocent, but by then Subhash has already lost everything. His case sparked a nationwide movement among men's rights activists demanding justice and reform. This is not just Subhash's story; it is happening to many men across India. So what we can do? Policymakers must urgently review existing laws and take proper actions. The media needs to highlight these cases and create awareness among peoples. During education on gender equality, we should emphasize the fair treatment for both men and women. Then as a society, we must come together to build support system for wrongly accused men. Let's be fair, it's our country, we fight for justice, but justice must be for everyone. Men also cry, men also get hurt, and men also deserves help. Let's create a system that cares for all, not just for one gender. Thank you.